Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary and high school age. Today I am going to be chatting about planners. I'm also doing a full review and walkthrough of the new B5 Common Planner from Sterling Ink. So let's get into it. So we are going to go through the Sterling Ink Common Planner for 2025. I was so excited to see that they released a B5 version. If you've watched any of my videos, you know how much I love the B5 size notebooks from Leuchtturm. I have them for my book journal, my work journal, and also my goals, which I don't have handy right here. I have a lot of planners, and if you've seen my plan with me's, you will know this. I have been using multiple planners for quite a while at this point, and it works for me. I have a system that works. You can see all of my plan with me's. I have a whole playlist. My main planners are my Daily Duo from Erin Condren and my Vertical Weekly, also from Erin Condren. I come in and do the same planning each week. I make a brain dump list for personal and for work, and then I write out food prep and home management tasks here, although I've not been as good about doing this each week. And then I come in and do my daily planning, but I also will come in here after I do my brain dump and assign all of those tasks to specific days based on what we have going on in our week. I do a little bit of decorating, but not so much. I got the canvas this year because I really wanted to spend more time doing more color coding. I mean, I always color code, but just having a blank slate for color coding, adding a few more stickers, doing some more memory keeping in here. But then I also have my power sheets. This is actually the 2025 power sheets. My 2024 power sheets are over on my shelf. I didn't grab those. This is the 2025 power sheets. So this is goal planning. And then I also have my home planner, and this is the 2025 home planner. It is available. All of this stuff I think is available at this point. I have reviews and walkthroughs of all of these planners and plan with me's and such. I don't plan in the home planner, but I use all of the lists, and I love all of the lists and helpful content in the home planner. So why did I buy the Sterling Ink Common Planner? I did actually purchase the Sterling Ink Common Planner in January, or right at the end of December. It was the first time I had heard of it. I was watching planner videos for 2024 and saw this Common Planner on several channels that I watch on YouTube, and it looked like something that I wanted. When I went in to purchase it, because she used to work off of a pre-order system, the only size available was B6. I got that and I used it for maybe 6 weeks or 2 months, I'm not sure. It was way too small for me. And so I knew that that system just wasn't going to work. I also knew that A5 was going to be so small because I use a lot in all of these planners. So when I saw that she was coming out with a B5, I said, oh, okay, maybe that is what I want to do. Okay, so this is her little business card, which is super cute. I love all of her stickers. I think are these stickers? I'm assuming these are stickers, but I just can't seem to see where they peel. Okay, here we go. Pretty stickers. I love the stickers. I don't do a ton of decorative stickering, which I've said, although the Sterling Ink stickers are just so beautiful. So maybe I will. This is how it comes in this little cardboard box thing. I got the B5 Vertical Full Year Common Planner. The vertical one only comes in the caramel, which is this beautiful cover. And this is actually the cover that I wanted for last year, and I got it with the gold edges. It does come with this beautiful 2025 calendar, which is really pretty for planning. I like that a lot. That's really nice. Okay, so let's open this up and then we'll get into it. Okay, so this is the B5 Vertical Full Year. They do have a horizontal as well. In fact, she has so many different sizes from what are they? Passport, Pocket, B6, Slim, B6, A5, N1, N2, B5. There are a lot of sizes. There are a lot of sizes, and depending on the size and the interior, it will limit your cover choices. I will leave a link for her website in the description box. I think that all of the planners are available at this point. Instead of having a pre-order this year, she ended up releasing on 3 separate days. So I have this, and then I also purchased some of the monthly booklets, which I will share in a later video because I do not have them yet. So I will leave a link for her website in the description box if you want to check them out. This is, I think caramel is the cover, and it's a little bit, it's kind of like a vegan leather. It does have a little bit of a texture to the front. It's really pretty. This is a full year planner, and it includes goals, monthly pages, weekly spreads, and daily spreads or journaling spreads. And it is just so, so beautiful. I am really excited about it, but I definitely want to go through it with you and kind of share my thoughts about why I decided to get this planner. Actually, when she was going through and talking about these planners, she was saying how big it is, and it doesn't feel that big to me at all. And I think that's because my Erin Condren planner, while definitely shorter than the B5, it's the same width or about the same width, and it's so much thinner than what I'm working with. This is the 18-month planner, and I do have the goals pages that you can add into this as well. So it doesn't feel that big to me, but that's just me. I'm not one for the teeny tiny pocket planners. I do like those little, I love little notebooks and I use them for various things, but for my planner, I need a lot of space, and if I'm going to replace many planners with one planner, I'm going to need the space. So let's open it up and see what it looks like. So when you open it up, it is just blank pages here, this kind of intro page, and probably some of the pages will stick together a little bit just because it's a new planner, so be aware of that. It does lay flat. This at this point will not because I've just gotten it. It says 2025 B5V, meaning vertical, full year common planner. And I wish that I had the B6 to compare it to because she has made a few changes this year, but I actually got rid of my B6 because I knew it was too small and I didn't want to keep it. So I think the font is a little bit darker in this planner, which I appreciate as somebody who is pretty blind when it comes to seeing things. Okay, so first you have your year at a glance, your little mini monthly calendars for 2025 here, and then you have a blank 2-page spread, which I think that she says is for like a vision board or whatnot, or you could also use this as an index because the pages in the back are all numbered. If you're doing more bullet journaling type stuff and you have a bunch of collections in here, having an index would be helpful, although you could also do that right at the beginning of the daily pages, which is what I call them, daily pages. So then you move into your goal breakdown section, and I really, really like how she has this goal breakdown. I love the Power Sheets method for reflection and figuring out what is most important, but I also really like how she lays out this goal breakdown page. So you have space for 6 goals on the left, and then the way that she works it is, in order to meet this goal, someday you have to 1 year, half year, quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily. And so you just break down your goals into really manageable daily items, tasks, habits, and understand what you have ahead of you. I don't know that I will use this for personal goals because I do fully intend to use the 2025 Power Sheets. However, I could definitely see myself using this for work-related goals, although this is also in the monthly booklets. And the monthly booklets I'm getting primarily for work-related tasks. So we'll see. But I love this spread. I think that it's very helpful to look at your goals in this way. I like that it starts with someday, 1 year, half year, quarterly. It kind of gives you benchmarks that you have to meet. Reverse planning is kind of what it is. Reverse engineering of what your goals are. What is the first thing that you need to do? This is a new spread this year, and this is a yearly tracker, and it goes from January 1st through December 31st. She does have the weekends highlighted a bit darker just so that you can see those at a glance. It draws your eye a little bit easier. I think that this is very cool. I have no idea what I want to track, but I like having this space here, and you could probably even do two things because it looks like there's two lines of boxes here. I don't know what I will track here, but I like this a lot, and just having one specific habit that you're working on over the full year and to be able to see all of your progress, you know, if you're trying to lose weight, or if you're planning to run a certain amount of miles, or if you're working on some sort of wellness goal or financial goal, you could write down what you're spending each day and recognizing all of that. I think it's going to be a great tracker and give you a good overview of what is ahead. Then you move into some more goal planning pages. So you have Q1, and there's space for priorities, January, February, March, and then some tracker sections for each month and a little bit of extra space. Because this is a B5, there is a lot of extra space. I think for the B6, it was like, you know, you had a few boxes. This is all grid. All of this paper is all grid. So I think in the B6, you had like a few boxes here to write whatever you were tracking, and then a few boxes on the bottom, but it was much smaller because of the size. B5, obviously, quite large, really nice size. So you have one for each quarter to plan out your goals and priorities for the coming season. And then she does give you both December of 2024 as well as January 2026. So it is a 14-month calendar for the monthly spreads. The weekly spreads are just January through December. So you move into the monthly calendars. This is where it was a little bit challenging for me to kind of figure out, because all of the monthly calendars were up front, and then you had the weekly, and then you had the daily. So it's not like the Erin Condren planner where you come in and you have your monthly calendar, you have your dashboard pages, and then you have your weekly spreads right after it. It's separated a bit differently with the monthly, then the weekly, then the daily. I like the font. I like that it is darker. I feel like it is darker to me. I'm not sure if it actually is, but it does feel that way. And then on the side here, she does list which week it is, which I think is helpful. That was something that I noticed when I purchased the B6 planner, that she lists out the week. So I think that's really cool. There is some notes section here. It is a Monday start calendar, which I know is not typical of a monthly calendar. A lot of planners that I see are mixed. So they will have like a Sunday start for the monthly, so it's a traditional monthly calendar, but then the weeks can start on Monday or Sunday. I love a Monday start calendar. It is a little weird to look at a Monday start monthly calendar. That is a little bit different for me, but I like having the weekends together. The previous month and the next month are also included, so if you want to use this as like actually starting on Monday, you can start with November 25th here and go through the 29th, and then in January start on December 30th and go through the 26th, however you want to use it. I really, really like this, and it does give you plenty of space. So one thing with the B6 size was I just put so much stuff in my monthly calendar for my Erin Condren Life Planner, and having enough space to write everything in is a challenge if the boxes are tiny. So these boxes are larger than these boxes, which is actually really cool because I don't necessarily have tiny handwriting, and I think that that will be actually really, really good. I like that. Okay, and it does with the blocks, you essentially have lines to write in, which you don't with the Erin Condren planners. And I could use lines because I do not write straight. So you have your monthly calendars all the way through. And depending on how many weeks are in the month, you either have a little bit of space at the bottom of the monthly calendar, or it runs into the next month's calendar. So this one, actually, you have 6 weeks on here, whereas this one only has 5 weeks. So you have all of your monthly calendars right through to January of 2026, and then you move into your weekly layouts. And this is a vertical planner. They do have a horizontal version. I'm not a horizontal planner person, so I would never get that. I'm not even an hourly planner person, but this one does give you 24 hours of hourly planning. There is half-hour blocks, so you can do time blocking in here. You can pre-plan. There's plenty of extra space, especially, you don't necessarily need to plan. I don't really need to plan after 7 p.m. So I can use this as to-do list sections and time block up here, or really it can be anything. You can, when I was using the B6 planner, I just ignored the hours completely. I wasn't time blocking. I'm actually considering setting up my time blocks next year in the weekly planner instead of doing it on a day-to-day basis. We'll see. She does have the current week, whatever this week is, circled over on this mini calendar right here. There aren't any holidays listed, so you don't have to fight for space that way when there's a lot of holidays on a particular day, which Erin Condren does have all of the holidays. And in years past, they have included like every single minor holiday that you could think of, and they don't do that now. They have like a sheet that tells you all the additional minor holidays, but it would be like halfway up the day, which for me doesn't work. So I like that there's no holidays in here. So this is how it goes for each week. So you have your mini calendar, you have your notes section, you have notes section down at the bottom here, and then kind of your vertical layout, hourly layout. She has the hours on a line instead of taking up box space, which I think is really nice. There's plenty of space here to really write down whatever you need. You're not going to miss out. I think that some of the other calendars, it'll depend on the size, what the hours are in the vertical weekly sections, because I know that the B5 is the only one that has 24-hour days, but I really like that. She also has 12 p.m. and 12 a.m. circled just to kind of designate those hours in your mind so you can see them. But I am just so excited about this, and it is a Monday start, and again, it does tell you which week it is up here, so if you need to look back. It does have a little bit of shading here where it tells you what the month is. I don't know if that was last year, if they had that last year or not, but I like that that is there. It does go into Sunday just a bit, but it's not too much to really make a difference. Having that shaded section so you can easily see the different months is helpful. Obviously, this doesn't have any tabs, so if you want tabs, you're going to have to put them in. I think that Sterling Ink sells tabs, like maybe little tiny tabs. I'm not entirely sure. So then you move into what I call the daily sections, or the journaling pages, or however you want to name these. There are a lot of them. And again, this is the full year planner. I know that she has compact versions. I don't know if the compact version comes in the B5. I feel like it does. There are 367 pages, and they are numbered, so you can use this similar to a bullet journal or daily planning pages or whatnot. I think that I did consider getting the compact, which has half the amount of pages, but I really wanted this caramel cover, and I think only the full year came in this caramel cover. The first page is not numbered, and so again, if you are looking to have an index, you could do this. There are 3 dots up at the top so that you can have 4 columns, and there are 2 dots on the side here so you can have 3 rows depending on how you want to divide up these pages, but it just gives you a little bit of a visual reminder of where spaces are, and I think that's really helpful because I would do that. Now, this is a lot of space for daily planning. You can have 1 page a day, and I am considering using 1 page a day. It is a lot larger than my A5. Last year I was in a 7x9 daily planner and I did not need all of that space. But part of the reason that I wanted a little bit more space in here was because I want to take a lot of the things that I am tracking in here and in my daily planner and having them on these pages. And so what I mean by that is one of the things that I've started doing this year is having a 1 line a day journal, and I want to continue journaling daily. Some positive thought, something fun that the kids did, something funny that they did, a highlight of the day. I want to make sure that I'm continuing to do that. Whether I just take 1 page for the month and write it that way and have some sort of dashboard page similar to this, how I set it up in my Erin Condren Life Planner, and then have my positive thought or 1 line a day journaling over on this side for a full month, or if I do it within each individual day, I'm not entirely sure. I have a lot of ideas about things that I want to track and other things that I want to have in these pages, and I want to make it more into a memory keeping planner. I keep my Erin Condren weekly life planners because I do put a lot of memory keeping stuff in here, but I don't keep my daily planners. And I am considering not time blocking my days each day the way that I have been for the past several years, and instead time blocking on that weekly spread, and then using these daily pages more for my general to-do list that I have to have, some daily habit tracking and other goal-related tracking things here, and then journaling and memory keeping. Will that work? I don't know. Do I need all of these pages? Unlikely. But like I said, I was really looking to have this particular cover, and then also I wasn't sure if I would need all of these pages. It is possible that I will get back into a really good writing habit in 2025, which is something that I'm hoping to do. I used to journal every single day, and I can see myself using these pages for my morning, my AM routine, my Bible study, my scripture, my journaling, all of those things I think could be in here and with my to-do lists. I think I probably could have used the compact planner and split each page in half for the B5 for the year and had enough space, but I wasn't entirely sure, and so I wanted to try this. If I make it through the whole year in this planner and realize I don't need all that much space, then obviously I can get the compact version, but we will see. You just never know, and I like to err on the side of more space rather than less. So that is the whole planner. It has these beautiful weekly spreads. It does lay flat. There is, it's much thinner paper, but when I was using my highlighters and pens, it didn't really bother me. And in fact, the Lloydstrom paper is also, I mean, it's a little bit thicker than this paper, but I use my Erin Condren dual tip markers in here without any issues, and highlighters and such. It's not that big of a deal to me to see a little bit of shading, so I think it will be fine. And from what I remember when I was using the B6, as long as I'm not holding my pen so that the ink is just leaking through the page, it will be fine. There definitely will be a little bit of shading, and I don't know how much stickering I would be able to do in here. Because it's a bound planner, it would probably chunk up quite a bit, but I think that that's probably okay too. So this is the B5 vertical full year common planner from Sterling Ink. I'm really excited to try this out. I know that I just did my planner stack video in July, and obviously this is not on my radar, but when I saw that they were coming out with a B5 size, I definitely wanted to try it. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching this little walkthrough. And if you have questions, let me know. I'm not sure I will have all of the answers because, like I said, I just found out about this company for the first time last December, and I don't follow her all that closely, but when I saw that they had the B5 planner, that is just my sweet spot for size, I think. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And again, if you have questions, you can let me know in the comments or you can email me. My contact form is always in the description box. If you're looking for more help and encouragement around homeschooling and home management and goals, I would love for you to come check out my membership community. This month, we are working through master to-do lists and how to use a brain dump journal. So I would love for you to come check us out. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.